crave leaks. Is what we do.
We have a video on 10 useful inventions that went bad.
Before we show you the list, most of these inventions were used for mass destruction and either killing the people and children who have no link to war, or by affecting people's lives so badly that it cannot be explained in few words. Reminder, this list does not have any particular order. Number 10. Zyklon B was a cyanide-based pesticide invented in Germany. Fritz Haber was a Nobel Prize-winning Jewish scientist who created cheap nitrogen fertilizer and also made chemical weapons for the German side in World War I. This pesticide turned bad in early 1942. It emerged as the preferred killing tool of Nazi Germany for use in gas chambers during the Holocaust. This chemical claimed the lives of roughly 1 million people in gas chambers installed in extermination camps at Auschwitz-Birkenau, Majdanek, and elsewhere. At number 9. Agent Orange, a chemical which was developed to speed the growth of soybeans and allow them to be grown in areas with a short season, but later was used as a weed killer. This chemical got into the wrong hands, the USA, who used this during the Vietnam War. Between 1962 and 1971, the United States military sprayed nearly 75,700,000 liters on Vietnam, causing 400,000 deaths and disabilities with another 500,000 birth defects. At number 8. The Gatling gun is one of the early rapid-fire spring-loaded weapons and the predecessor of the modern machine gun. Designed by the American inventor Dr. Richard J. Gatling, this was created to reduce the size of armies and to reduce the number of deaths by combat and disease, but as time passed it became a popular weapon for mass destruction. The Gatling gun was used most successfully to expand European colonial empires by ruthlessly killing the native tribesmen, who were armed with basic weapons. Number 7. TNT, also known as Nitro Toluene. It was originally used as a yellow dye. Its potential as an explosive was not appreciated for several years, mainly because it was so difficult to detonate and because it was less powerful than alternatives. But in 1891, Carl Hieserman discovered its explosive properties. Today, TNT is one of the most commonly used explosives for military, industrial, and mining applications. At number 6, leaded petrol. In 1921, Thomas Midgley came up with an idea of adding lead to petrol to stop knocking of the car engines. His idea turned bad when health issues and deaths occurred due to lead poisoning. In 1924, a public controversy arose after at least 17 workers died and many others were severely injured. Thomas Midgley is considered to be the worst inventor in history. Presently, most of the nations have banned the use of leaded petrol. At number 5. Sarin gas. Dr. Gerhard Schrader was a German chemist specializing in the discovery of new insecticides, hoping to make progress in the fight against hunger in the world, and accidentally discovered sarin gas. Like all other nerve agents, sarin attacks the nervous system. Presently it is widely used as a weapon of mass destruction. Recently it was used at Ghouta in Syria on 21 August 2013, killing at least 281 people to 1,729 and injuring 3,600 people. Now we are into the top 4, and most of these inventions were used in war. Bertrand Russell, a Nobel laureate, once quoted, "War does not determine who is right, only who is left." At number 4, nuclear fusion. The biggest discovery which could be used to make the Earth a better place by providing clean energy without greenhouse gases, very low fuel cost, etc., but was used as a bomb. Today, there are more than 15,300 nuclear weapons in existence. sufficient to wipe out the entire human population of the planet many times over. The biggest bomb to be dropped in the history of the world was Tsar Bomba by Russia. Thanks to God, as it was a test bomb, but was 1,400 times Hiroshima and Nagasaki. At number 3, rockets. Rockets were invented in China, but not like the ones which we see today. Werner von Braun was a German, later American aerospace engineer and space architect who dreamed of exploring the space. He made the first V-2 rocket, later in September 1944. Over 3,000 V-2s were launched by the German, which killed more than 7,200 civilians and military personnel. Also 12,000 forced laborers and concentration camp prisoners died producing the weapons. Number 2. Concentration camps. The people who lived in concentration camps lived a miserable life without proper food, water, and clothing. Hundreds of people were put in single rooms. Concentration camps were first used as refugee camps. They were set up by Frederick Roberts to provide refuge for civilian families who had been forced to abandon their homes for one or other reason related to the Boer War. But in 1900, Lord Kitchener succeeded Roberts as commander-in-chief in South Africa and used concentration camps to capture women and children. Later it spread to the other parts of the world and was used ruthlessly during the World Wars. Before we show you the number 1, we have a request to all our viewers to maintain 1 minute silence after the video to show our respect to the victims of the tragic plane crash in Colombia and victims of present-day war. At number 1, Ecstasy. Anton Kalish developed 3,4-methylene-deoxymethamphetamine as a byproduct of research for a drug to combat abnormal bleeding. It was largely ignored for 70 years until it became popular in the dance clubs of the early 80s. It was only when the rave culture of the late 80s adopted ecstasy as its drug of choice that MDMA became one of the top 4 illegal drugs and killing more than 45 people in United Kingdom in 2014. In a survey conducted in 2014, around 500,000 adults were ecstasy users. Do not use drugs and other addictions, and also not let anyone use them. Thank you for watching. Do remember to maintain 1 minute silence. Please subscribe for more videos and please comment, like and share.